Hello once again, and welcome to you. I'm Alex Strauss. I'm the creator of The Mindful Walker. This is the place that supports very busy people on the path to greater inner peace and personal power and also productivity, because this is how we fulfill our purpose and give our gift to the world. And this is my purpose in the world. So I'm glad that you're here today, because today I'm going to talk about something that most of us have heard of, and some of us have even tried to use maybe effectively, but quite possibly not effectively. And that is the law of attraction. Now, like a lot of you, I read this book a few years ago too. I watched the movie even, and I did my share of, trying to envision big checks in my mailbox. And somehow just never actually panned out the way I thought it would. At the time, I thought, well, maybe I don't want it badly enough. Maybe I'm not envisioning it right, or I wrote it down. Maybe I didn't do something right, and that's why it didn't happen to me. But what I have come to realize, and what I want to share with you today, is that the law of attraction, as we've come to think about it, as we've been told to think about it, is not really effective, because it's not about magnetizing. It's not about grasping and pulling things into our lives. It's actually about being open to possibilities and opportunities to bring into our lives the things that are already out there in abundance, right? There's no shortage of money out there. There's no shortage of time. There's no shortage of love out there. So whatever it is that you want, it's out there for the taking. We have to learn to open ourselves to receive it. And so how does this apply to mindful walking? Well, I'm glad you asked. I've actually used it very effectively as part of my mindful walking practice. So I want to share that with you today. Here is what I would suggest you do. If there's something that you would like to bring into your life, and using the law of attraction has not worked for you, you want to try something different, this is what I would suggest. First, you need to go outside, okay? Because outside, out here, is where we're most closely connected to our own inner knowing and also to universal wisdom. And so I always advocate doing this outside. So you go outside and you're just going to take a short little walk. I call it a mindful walk. You're just going to start walking. And as you walk, I want you to envision in your mind this thing that you would like to bring into your life. And imagine it. And first of all, I want you to take some deep breaths and cleanse your body and get into a rhythm with your walking. You're not doing this in any kind of a fast way, just taking a casual walk. And as you walk, envision this thing. And then I want you to ask your inner knowing, which is the part of you that is deeply and permanently connected to universal wisdom, whether or not this thing that you want is something that will serve you, okay? Is something that you need in your life and will be a good thing for you to have in your life. I want you to ask that question of your inner self while you walk, and then simply wait for an answer as you continue to walk and stay open to an answer. And you walk, and you listen, and you wait. And when you feel you have an answer, because you will get an answer, okay? And it comes up from inside you. And when you feel you have an answer, if the answer is yes, here's your next step. So if your self is saying to you, heck yeah, that's something I want, I absolutely want that in my life, that's your answer, okay? So that's how you know. So the next step is simply to imagine a set of doors, okay? These are the doors to our soul. And they're doors that we pretty well keep shut much of the time. These are the things that keep us safe, right? But in this instance, as we walk, I want you to imagine these doors opening. And I want you to imagine walking through these doors. The doors open, and you're walking toward them. And just on the other side of these doors is the thing that you are imagining, the thing that you want to bring into your life. And as you walk, I want you to keep this vision in your head of your open doors and this thing that you want just outside of the doors as you're walking toward it. You keep this in your mind. You finish up your walk. 10 to 15 minutes is really perfectly sufficient for a mindful walk. And you come back and you go about your life. And this will stay in your head. This vision stays in your head. And here's where the magic happens, because your brain will begin to make connections and draw little pathways to get you closer to this thing that you have told it that you really want in your life. And when opportunities and possibilities come up that will move you toward that thing that you want in your life, you're going to be ready to seize them, right? Because your brain is going to glom onto that, grab it, and say, yeah, that's going to move me closer. And so it's that awareness that helps to bring into our lives the things that we really want, the things that we really need, and that will serve us in our life. So try it out, give it a shot. I will tell you it works because the Mindful Walker is actually proof of this. This is how I went about bringing the Mindful Walker into fruition, just a lot of mindful walks. And it really did work wonders for me because here we are, right? So I would love to know how it works for you. Please let me know in the comments below. And I'd love to have your thumbs up if you feel like this video was valuable to you. But even more importantly, I would love it if you would share this video with somebody that you care about. I am committed to building the Mindful Walker community and so that we can do even bigger things. And I would love to have your vote of support by you sending it along to somebody that you care about. So thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy trails.